Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Now, in light of all the excitement that's been happening over the last couple days, in particular as far as it pertains to price action within the crypto asset class, I want to talk about the movement that we've been seeing, including XRP. I want to talk about the volume, and I want to talk, probably most importantly, about how Bitcoin in particular just cannot handle the transaction volume. If you would, before we get going here, please delicately tap that thumbs up, but don't smash it. I don't want you to break the thing. Those little thumbs are expensive. I don't want to replace that, all right? And if you would, please consider subscribing. If you don't hate everything that's coming out of my mouth. You don't have to subscribe, but, just think about it. Consider it. Toss around the idea. So right now, we're sitting here. I just pulled up Live Coin Watch to start here, and we see the market cap, crypto asset class, it's at about $250 billion. Take a look at this here. Let's look at volumes. So we've got 17.6 billion 24-hour period volume for Bitcoin at a price of over 8,000. XRP here at 45.5 cents as I speak, with a volume of 4.2 billion. Now check this out, and I'm gonna circle back to all this, and you'll understand why it matters. This tweet. This is from Zerpound at Zerpound on Twitter. And he tweeted out, on January 16th, 2018, the XRP ledger processed 1,658,944 on-chain transactions. This is more than twice the daily on-chain transactions Bitcoin is even able to handle, while being less than 1.5% of XRP's daily transaction capability. That's amazing. Think about that. So what Bitcoin was doing, XRP was doing in mid-January of last year, almost 1.7 million transactions in a day. That's twice the maximum of more than twice the maximum of BTC can handle, period. And it's only 1.5% of what XRP can handle on-chain. Then he wrote, Bitcoin is a fossil, XRP is the future. Invest wisely. So Bitcoin, what can it handle? Just pulling from memory, I think it handles 5 to 7 transactions per second, as opposed to XRP that can handle 1,500 a second on chain. And I wanted to roll down here because it's kind of funny. This guy wrote, because again, Zerpound wrote, Bitcoin is a fossil. And this guy, Justin here, wrote, fossils are valuable. Zerpound responded, maybe to some people, but try buying something with one. So I got a little chuckle out of that, so I thought I'd share it with you. Now check out this. This is from Galgatron. I asked him a question. I just kind of wanted to get his opinion. It's something I had been thinking about in light of the volume and the slowdown that we're seeing. So I asked Galgatron, why do you suppose some developers are so confident in Lightning Network? Misplaced confidence? Ideology? Some argue that even if Lightning Network functioned as desired, it would be a centralized solution. I don't know the answer, but I'm a skeptic on Layer 2 tech solutions, is what I wrote. And my best guess, what I had been thinking for some time, people that are building Lightning Network out, I think a lot of them are from the early days of Bitcoin. A lot of them are, they jumped into the entire asset class, Bitcoin in particular, for ideological reasons. And it's just to me, it just seems like a lot of them just don't want to abandon it. And it's like there's this emotional attachment. It's like it's part of their identity. But it doesn't make sense to try and continue to build when all the solutions they're trying to build via Lightning Network, which don't work, by the way, all the solutions they're trying to build, they've already been solved with XRP. That's what's so silly about all this. So here's Galgatron's response to it. He wrote, anybody that endorses Lightning Network as the panacea to Bitcoin scaling issues hasn't used Lightning Network. It is centralized, it requires pre-funding, not all payments are successful, etc. Complete antithesis of what Bitcoin was meant to represent. And that sounds like about what I was expecting to say. He didn't really get into my main, what I was really kind of curious about is just kind of picking his brain about why people are doing it, because it doesn't make any sense. Just, start with technology that works, Then you don't need this ridiculous convoluted layer 2 technology that requires pre-funding and is centralized. I know, it's kind of silly, right? So then I saw this from Galgatron, and this is all in the same train of thought here. It's on the same topic here, and he wrote, and this is fascinating if you've never seen this. Check this out. Bitcoin mempool, which is unconfirmed transactions backing up. And he tweeted this out yesterday morning, actually. But it doesn't matter because I'm going to show you the current date in a second. He wrote, was 12K yesterday. That means May 13th, the unconfirmed transactions were about 12,000. Now well over 40K, as he tweeted out yesterday. Train wreck commencing. And at one point he tweeted here, and this was 8 hours ago, so this is today. He just updated it. Crossed 60,000. So let me show you what this is here. And you can see all these transactions coming in as we sit here looking at the screen. So as I'm speaking to you here, and this is updating right here, live, in real time, 51,862, as I said that, unconfirmed transactions. And look, we're not even experiencing real-world utility with Bitcoin. Lightning Network doesn't work, and even if they could get the transactions to go through reliably, it's still centralized and requires pre-funding. How is that a real-world solution? Especially when we've got other coins out there that work, like XRP. And so all this price action, all this craziness, it keeps going up. And somebody stated, I didn't go back and verify this, but I'd believe it, is somebody stated via Twitter, and I can't remember who, sorry, but during the big bull run-up, it may have been December of 2017, I believe they said that there were about 150,000 unconfirmed transactions. And then what happens is the fees, they exponentially increase as a result of all of this. And that's why you may recall, if you were around here December 17 processing a Bitcoin transaction, it got to the neighborhood of $50 for a transaction. I mean, for some people, it's like the balance of your Bitcoin wallet is like lower than what the transaction fee would cost. Like, it just got kind of freaking silly. Doesn't make any sense. The technology just isn't what it needs to be. And if you look here, and you can see, so this shows Bitcoin average transaction fee historical chart. So let's just go all the way to the right here, and you can see right here where I'm circling the mouse, that's showing you the transaction fee as I hover over different points in time. So let's go as far as I can right to get to current time, and you can see it's up to almost $3, $2.88 per transaction. But it's, what do you think is going to happen? The more the volume increases, the more people, and this is again pure speculation. That's why people are buying and selling this stuff. Pure speculation, not like any serious amount of real world utility. Yeah, train wreck commencing. Absolutely. I see this coming because I think the bull run that we had in 2017, if I had to guess, and it's not financial advice, not by any means, because I am not a financial professional, no financial background whatsoever. I'm here to just have fun talking to fellow XRP community members and people in crypto. But I suspect that at some point, the bull run that we saw in December and into January so December 2017, January 2018, right around there, as high as that got, as crazy it got with a market cap for the asset class of over $800 billion, I think that's going to be child's play one day. This asset class, I firmly believe, just my opinion, I think it's going to be one day valued in the trillions. And what is Bitcoin going to do, especially if it's leading the entire asset class? And what if it were able to retain its number one spot in market cap? It's not even going to be able to function. You're going to have a backlog of Bitcoin transactions for days and days and days. And in terms of actually getting these transactions processed, the ones that cost the most, they get processed first. So hopefully you're getting charged a lot, or the miners aren't going to want to take care of your transaction anyway. Oh man, it's silly. So how about some good news regarding XRP? And I've talked a little bit about price over the last couple of videos. I typically don't too much on the channel. I like to cover general news items, but given the excitement of what's been happening the last couple of days, admittedly, it's a little bit of fun to think about it. So we got a positive piece from CoinDesk that talks about XRP. Although I got to admit, now that I'm thinking about it, I only read the first half because it looked like the second half didn't really have anything to do with XRP. But I thought I'd just point this out. Just a couple little things I wanted to read from this. Alternative cryptocurrencies are flying high while Bitcoin is having a breather above 8,000. And this is from today, just earlier today around noon. Well, I guess no point in saying the time because I don't know where you live. I don't know what time zone you're. Anyway, it says, notably, Ether, ETH, has hit a 7-month high of $235 and looks to set to extend the gains further towards $256. In the near term, XRP, meanwhile, has confirmed a bull breakout. Ain't that the truth? And if you go down here, and this is fun to read, so I guess this guy, if this is his own analysis, I guess he's doing his own technical analysis then. I want to read this little part to you here. about XRP. The price of a single XRP jumped to 45 cents earlier today, the highest level since December 24th, confirming a double bottom breakout, a bearish to bullish trend change on the 3-day chart. As a result, the third largest cryptocurrency could rise further towards 50 cents in the near term. Okay. Well, hey, positive news from CoinDesk. I like that. It seems like it must be an honest analysis. Look, anytime they say something good about XRP, that's the only time you know for sure it's an honest analysis. If they say something negative, they're probably just spreading FUD. That's been my experience with these guys anyway. It's a bunch of jokers. But hey, I appreciate this. I think that this guy, whoever wrote this, is probably shooting straight. So, but yeah, beyond that, I read very little, and I just kind of, because it didn't really have a lot to do with XRP, if anything, from what I could tell. And I was like, I don't want to read this. It doesn't matter. I just want to share the cool little XRP bits with you because it is neat to see this price action. And we have been in a bull market for a pretty long time, a bear market for a long time, and so it's good to see a reversal, and hopefully that trend continues. So, I got another thing I'm going to talk to you about, but this is just a for fun thing, so it's not about crypto. It's from somebody in crypto, a prominent member of crypto, but not about crypto, so just want to give you a heads up. This is not the normal content from my channel, so if you want to stop here, I will not be offended. But this is from David Schwartz, the Ripple CTO, and one of the original creators of the XRP ledger. And he tweeted this out earlier. And I just got curious when he sent this out. He wrote, "Is this sign decades out of date, or is the Sony Walkman still a thing?" And so there's this picture here, and I didn't know where it was from initially, but they got this little, like, here's the name of the company, presumably, and then there's this little logo for the Sony Walkman, and they've got a photo service. And so I was like, I wonder, does the Sony Walkman still exist? And the answer is yes. Check this out. I went to Sony's website here, and here is the highest end Walkman Signature series. Look at this. It's like a frickin' brick. I don't know why you don't just want to listen to music on your phone or whatever. I mean, I stream content. I stream YouTube videos from my phone when I'm walking my dog, which I'm going to do right after this, actually. But look at this. This is outrageous. I had to share this with you guys. So this is the WM1Z Walkman Signature Series. It looks like it's made out of freaking gold. I'm sure it's not real gold. But 256 gigabytes. And the price, I don't know if you're looking at your screen. If not, I'm going to tell you what it is. The price for this Walkman, which is just a Walkman, it plays music, $3,199.99. How many of you out there knew that Walkman still even existed? Raise your hand if you did. I didn't know. I got a little bit curious. I was like, is there some new format? And I did kind of figure, if anything, it would be some sort of MP3 player. But a $3,200 one? Jesus Christ, what the hell else does this thing do? If it just plays music, that's kind of absurd. And admittedly, okay, fine, it's supposed to be on the high end, and they go through all this stuff, like, as to why. But, man, that's kind of like, I don't know, man. It's a little outrageous, isn't it? So, anyway, thank you, David Schwartz, for making me look into that, because I was curious, and sometimes it's fun to look back, but oh, Lord. Crazy stuff. David Schwartz in Tahiti taking pictures of Terry photo, whatever this is. So, anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. That's all I got for you today. What do you think, though? Got any thoughts as far as what I was talking about in terms of, well, either price action in particular or long-term viability of Bitcoin, you know, the complete ridiculousness of unconfirmed transactions, or you just want to talk about a Walkman? That's fine. Drop a comment below. Maybe you've got fond memories of your Walkman from the 80s. But I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea.